And welcome back to the Men's Report, weekly studs and duds, hosted by yours truly, Menace. You rock real quick. Hold up. And welcome back to the first ever Men's Report, weekly studs and duds. Hold up. I gotta get it right. I ain't right yet. I gotta get it right. I ain't right. Hold up. Yes, I take my brother. Appreciate it. Folks, welcome back. And I'm glad you're tuning in and viewing it. As you see, I'm on the road. I'm always prepared. I'm ready to go. New show, changing up from the predictions, going studs and duds. Since there's no real football right now, we're going to play a little game I call Keep Trade Cut. We're going to do dynasty format, PPR, 14 teams. Okay? I'm going to give 3 names, and out of those 3 names, you got to keep trade cut. Now, before we start, I apologize. I got to introduce the crew. If you're intelligent and you know me, right now, when I'm sitting right now is beer's history right here, beer history, and I'm in MD. This is the Maryland crew. -1 right now, handling business.
Shout out to Al.
What up, Al?
What's up, Al?
I'm in Maryland, and we coming. It's beers. Now, first, the host, the man opened the doors and come down and chill. Because we had other plans, but situations change. We going with a beers champion. Mighty D-Block. Welcome, my brother.
What it is?
Thank you. Thank you for letting me stay. Next, we got the first ever back-to-back champion representing beers. We got Fatty Ice, Baby.
LU in the house.
Welcome back.
We went LU first time.
Last but not least. And I'm loving this because I said something a long time ago, and I'm sticking to my guns. We got the first ever back-to-back champion of the combined league. All I'm gonna say is beers. It's beers. We got Uptown Assassin. Welcome back, my brother.
Thank you.
Now, we're gonna keep this brief and simple, and we're gonna play Keep Trade Cut. First one we going with, right off the bat. Keep Trade Cut. Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill. Who would like to go first? Keep Trade Cut.
I would like to go first.
Go ahead, brother. The floor is yours.
Devontae Adams.
What say that's your
Keeping.
Okay.
Keeping.
Yeah.
That's my man's in them. I don't want that. Trade Cooper Kupp. Cut Tyreek Hill.
All right. No explanation. That's just you going. I understand.
All right. Well, Devontae Adams. Well, that's my man's in them. Cooper Kupp. I'm gonna trade him because I think I can get a lot for him.
Return. Okay.
I can get a lot in return from him. I can get a receiver and probably a first-round draft pick.
All right. Next.
Sure. So I would keep Cooper Kupp. I do that just because this man gets such a big target share. It's ridiculous. And now with Allen Robinson there and a healthy Cam Akers and a healthy Higbee as well, Van Jefferson, it's tough to, cover him. You can't double him for the most part. And the way they run their offense, you can never catch your breath. So I think he'll still be a number 1 receiver, if not in the top 3. Devontae Adams, I'll trade. I feel because we know that he has he's familiar, excuse me, with Derek Carr from college,
DC.
and you know they'll have a chemistry that probably would make someone maybe give not too much, but give more
Talk
of a
about the
price
window.
than they would if they knew what the situation was, right? And the last one, Tyreek Hill. I would cut because I feel like it's not him and it's not Waddle, it's the quarterback. I feel like he can be accurate all day, but if you're throwing 3 or 4 yard, slants, I don't want it. I want some deep balls too. So I don't trust Tua. And that's mine.
Lights
I
out.
just went down.
No, we still recording. Let's go. Keep
Okay.
it going.
So I'm gonna go for mine. Mine is gonna be. I'm gonna have to agree with Dogs on Devontae Adams, not because he's my man, but because of what D said, because he's familiar with Derek Carr, so you don't think his stuff is gonna drop off. And then the same things you said about Cooper Kupp, that's why I'm going with Devontae Adams, because now you with a quarterback you're familiar with still, and you're in a better position with Darren Waller controlling the middle. So you got room. They got a decent run game. So I like Devontae Adams to keep his production up. Now the other two,
I love that.
it's actually a toss-up because my thing is this. So I agree with you on Tua. You can't really trust Tariq. And then you can't really trust, in my opinion, I mean, Cooper Kupp, can he repeat what he did? Is he going to be up
He
here?
will
Yes.
not repeat what he did. That
Right.
was an all-time.
Right, exactly.
Ridiculous.
He was triple
Exactly.
crown.
Exactly.
He was triple crown.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
not happening. We got that. He's going to
But he was-
regress to the mean. But he can give you
He's still gonna be heavily involved.
exactly. That's all.
So at that point, and I don't know if I can say this way, out of Cooper and Tyreek, whoever gave me the best trade bait, that's why I would trade, and the other one I would cut.
I like that.
The other one I would cut. Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
So it's basically a field base for him. What you gonna give me more for?
But then
Right.
another thing with Tariq and whatnot, he used to get that yak, like you talked about.
Mhm.
That was Mahomes running around for a little while, and then Tariq would come in and get a pocket and then be gone,
You're right.
and then be gone and whatnot. So
But
I
that
don't
was
think
like
I don't think Tua can do that and whatnot, like the scrambling.
So I think we agree.
Correct.
I didn't go. I would still cut Tariq Hill. Just out of that group, I'm
Yeah.
cutting Tariq Hill. But I think he's gonna be
Yeah.
Would
it's gonna
I
be fine.
draft
It's
him?
gonna be
Yes.
fine.
No.
I say all this
No.
to say I would
Disclaimer.
definitely draft him.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
I like keep it going. Disclaimer. Every person that I go over, I would draft these people. It's just
Correct.
this scenario. They group with some. I was trying to do similar value. Like
Right.
Yeah,
It's
man,
hard.
right.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
That is hard.
all right, Brooke. I won't go into explanation. I said I'm keeping Devontae Adams. I'm trading Cup because I'm with Ice with. I think I'm gonna make you pay. If you want him that bad, you're gonna come up at your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm cutting Hill. But any of them jokers would be on my squad.
Oh
this
yeah,
next week.
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, next one's keeping it moving. All right, keep trade cut. CMC, Austin Eckler, Alvin Kamara.
Jakes, you should go first.
Yeah,
Your
it
boy,
makes sense.
your
Without-
boy
if you
Kamara's
don't
on
know,
here.
you
Your
never
boy
paid
Kamara's
attention.
on here.
If you don't know you ain't paying attention. This man we on 5 away, nigga. Alvin Kamara. He on 5 away.
If he didn't draft
I'm telling you, if he's not already
gotta
set up,
trade.
no, if he's not already set up, just draft him. He on 5 away.
You might not get out
Yo,
the draft room.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got in the first round. I know you liked him.
Oh, I got the burn in the bushes. Give me.
Go ahead, Ray.
For real.
Keep trade cut.
All right, you gonna make me say this on camera. All right, keep trade cut in that affair. We talking coming up draft. If I had on my team and it was dynasty, I hate to say this. I'm gonna keep Eckler. For the steady production, running and receiving, and his health, and the fact that he's on the commercials over the summer, so you know he's ready to go and his spot is solid. I'm going to trade CMC because of the potential and what you'll get back for him. And I love Kamara to death. But if I don't even know that I would draft him in that order. I might draft Kamara before I drafted Eckler. But if they was already on my team, I think Eckler's a safer bet.
Keep trade cut.
Yeah.
I'll go next this time. I'm keeping Snowflake, CMC. I know the past 2 seasons he done F a lot of people. A couple years back, I said beware. I was out on Cook. He came back, Dalvin Cook. He came back and blacked out.
Yeah.
And I could have drafted him, but I was like, oh, because he got hurt. CMC is 26 years old. It's not like he's still in his prime.
Yeah, true.
He had a high ankle sprain that took him out. That's a high ankle sprain. He had messed up his hamstring. Severe hamstring strain. I'm not concerned. I didn't hear no ACL tears, MCL tears, meniscus.
No, sir.
Didn't hear nothing like that.
Right.
Dislocated shoulder. High ankle sprain. Okay. I think he got shut down because they know he's a franchise player right now.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna bring
It
him.
makes
Let me just bring you back 100%. We know. I'm heavy on CMC this year. Heavy on him.
Okay. All right.
I might not have a whole lot of shares, but I'm on him. So I'm keeping CMC. I'm trading Eckler. The folks who don't know about Eckler, he finished number 2 overall running back, fantasy wise.
20 touchdowns.
Number 2.
20 touchdowns.
And Joker got on me because I said I dropped number 5 overall. He had 20 touchdowns.
20 touchdowns.
Number 2. He was number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he catched the rock too.
That's why he's extra valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We play PPR.
right?
That's huge.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's huge.
Correct.
And I'm cutting Kamara. Not saying I wouldn't have him on my team, but out of those 3, if I was lucky to have him, he's the one that's going.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Yeah. All right. I hate to say this, but I would give CMC 1 more year. So I'm keeping CMC. Like you said, young boy. Didn't have any major injuries and whatnot. And they were resting him because he's the franchise. So I'm cutting Kamara and whatnot. I'm cutting Kamara. I think I'm done with him. And I don't know what that offense is going to look like with a new coach. And I don't know what Michael Thomas is going to be looking like. And if he has the same workload that he had last year with a new coach, I'm cutting him.
That's what it boils down to with him, the coaching and the offensive scheme.
Correct.
Yeah, he's still healthy. He's still a baller.
Right.
He just might not get the ball.
Disclaimer again.
Yeah.
I would have any of these dudes on my team. I'll just try to make it tough.
Right. And
you keep trading.
And I would trade
it tough.
And I would trade Eckler because 20 touchdowns last year. And whatnot. He's a good pass catching running back. He's almost a wide
He
receiver.
finished at number 2 running back, fantasy
Yeah.
running back.
And he's like a wide receiver and whatnot. So I would trade Eckler.
Go ahead, my brother.
So, I'm gonna agree with everyone, and let's just kill it and say I would cut Kamara.
Yes.
I love him as a running back. I love him as a pass catcher. It's just such a mystery of an offense right now with knowing Michael Thomas. He's a question mark. You got bless him, and you got Chris Olave, plus their tight end. So I don't know what those passes or those touches are going to look like. So yes, I'm cutting him. I agree with my man Jiggs, and I keep Eckler just because he got a rookie in Isaiah Spiller, and they drafted him early, and he might get some of the touches. But as a rookie, you have to learn pass protection. You can't get right on the field. You can get right on the field running wise, but in those later downs, third downs,
If you can't pass protect, you're
You're
not
not
stepping
on
on the NFL field.
So-
you got to be able to protect that franchise, that quarterback.
exactly.
And
so,
that's Justin Herbert back there.
and there you go.
So you don't want to dive out there and say, all right, I'm gonna give CMC one more year and
Well,
just to
no.
see.
So that's right. So that's the narrative,
Right.
and I love that.
Right.
And I know a healthy CMC is he could be the RB1.
Right.
That's why I'm trading him, just for that though, because it's a thought of the masses. No,
Yeah.
so I can get the most out of him, not knowing when it's gonna be.
But it's going to be hard to get a lot from him because he's been hurt for 2 years. So I'm going to give him one more year.
And
I'm going to give him
everyone
one
else
more year because the only reason why I'm going to give him one more year is because I won't get the same value if I'm trading the running back that I said and whatnot. If I'm trading the running back and whatnot, I'm not going to get another running back or another receiver and a first round pick.
But see, that's why you making my argument that I would trade CMC, because that you making the opposite argument. You making an argument for what I just said, because I'll keep Eckler because Eckler's name is not big enough for you to get the value that he produces.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't want to trade him. You want to
He
keep
had
him.
20 touchdowns last year.
I know, but CMC's name is still
He had
bigger.
touchdowns last year.
But
Yeah.
CMC's name is still
That- he
bigger.
had-
There are
done that
some
before.
GMs don't realize that he had 20 touchdowns.
Right. So CMC, you might be able to get that first round pick for
Exactly.
and some great good gravy.
Yep.
Think about it.
Not more than
If
Eckler.
somebody
Not
Why
more than
not?
Eckler.
That's-
Not more than Eckler.
That's because you know the numbers.
right.
Everybody don't know the numbers,
Right.
dog.
Correct.
We do.
Correct. Think about it. If somebody came up to Devontae Adams and they said, "I'll give you Eckler,"
Well, I'm not
you're
trading
pro-
Devontae
I'm just
Adams.
saying. I'm just
We
saying.
know that.
We know that, but you'll think about CMC before you'll think about Eckler, won't you? If you had the player and somebody was trading it to you,
I'm tell you this: if somebody say I had Devontae Adams and somebody came, I give you Eckler, and I was like, hold up, you give me Eckler and a wide receiver, I'll make that move because I know what
Of
Eckler
course.
is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think they probably think, oh, I got him? He gave me Devontae Eckler plus a
Mhm.
like a Deontay Johnson from Steelers.
No,
What?
that's too much. That's
Claypool from the Steelers.
There you go. That it's one.
I do
it's
that. I
there.
wouldn't do
Yeah, that the first one, Deontay Johnson.
Or
you can't
Gabe
get
Davis.
that. Gabe Davis.
It's I'm
Uh,
looking
what?
at
You don't
if
know
you
that.
need that Eckler is and the wide receiver is a bonus. Like that's the
Yeah.
sweetener.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
All right, let's finish out. Last ones I know y'all got to go home. Y'all got family. Keep trade cut. Justin Herbert, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Justin Herbert, keep
Go ahead.
younger. I wish that he would. Mike. I like Mike. And he's still young. Keenan Allen is getting older. And whatnot. Eckler is how old now? And whatnot. But I still like Herbert. I would keep him. Josh Allen trade. Because the rushing is phenomenal and whatnot. Phenomenal with him.
And on that one, it's rough.
It's
Having
rough.
a running
Yeah.
back. I'm just saying, I'm off topic. Having a run back from Buffalo because you know there's a great chance
Yeah.
that Josh is running.
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
goal.
right. Especially at the
So
goal
it's
line.
rough to be
Yeah.
owning somebody a Buffalo running back. It's rough.
It's the early Cam issues.
Yeah.
You know, oh, my running back won't get these because Cam's gonna vulture it.
Correct.
You know,
Mhm.
Right.
so
And then trade Mahomes and whatnot because he goes so early
yeah.
and whatnot.
Oh, you
And-
said trade for two. You said trade Josh Allen and trade.
Oh, cut Mahomes and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. They're all
Because I'm never gonna have him on my team
no,
because he goes so early.
We're
No,
not
but
saying
you
that.
saying we saying you already got him on your team.
Yeah,
we
it's
just-
All right, I would
trade
cut. All right,
cut.
I would cut Mahomes. I would cut
All
Mahomes.
right.
Something like that. I would cut Mahomes. And I'm not sure about his receivers.
Right?
I understand.
I'm not sure about his receivers. I mean, Juju might come back from. I'm cutting Mahomes. Travis Kelce is getting older. and whatnot. We was talking about like Andrews might be the number one tight end and
Right.
whatnot. So
How
then,
about it? Yeah.
so I'm cutting Mahomes.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
I do agree. I will cut Mahomes as well. And the reason why I would do that is because of his talent. I would love to have him on my team, but the talent of the other two quarterbacks that he's going with right now, I just can't give him that. Their situations are better. Their offenses are better. Their coaches aren't better, but still, their situations are better, right? So I'll do that. I'm sorry, Patty Mahomes. I'll still draft him.
Well, love you.
But
Yeah.
then I trade my man Herbert. Love the kid. Young arm, smart, is a gym rat. First one in, last one out. He's a Tom Brady-esque type guy, but athletic because he can run the route. I would love to trade him because his ceiling is ridiculous.
And you could get a lot for
Of
him.
course, and
You
that's
could
the
get
thing.
a- You could
I
get a
agree.
lot for
I agree
him.
with that.
For
You
the
could get a lot for him.
projection.
We're
for
talking
what,
dynasty.
right, for
Exactly.
what we
Yeah.
think he's going to
That
do.
joker, yeah.
So you can get value, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't even know if he's going to go to that value, but you can get that now at a premium. So I'll trade him, and I'll definitely keep Josh Allen because this dude is different. I can push it when the wind is blowing. I can run it. I'm a Vic kind of whitish dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'll run it in, but I also hit it to Steph. I got everything. So I'll take him and ride with him.
But aren't you worried about like Josh Allen running so much and
No.
that it's gonna
For fantasy?
for dynasty and when it's gonna wear on him.
Oh, you talk about getting hit.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I think he's smart enough to get out of there too. You don't see him, and he's a bigger body, right?
Yeah,
so,
he's a big dude.
but I don't ever see him just taking like blending hits. He's usually running out of bounds like Lamar.
Correct.
Lamar's
First
very
year-
smart too.
That
Yes.
first year he got a
Yes.
helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he
They catch him every now and then.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
That
know.
was his first year. He didn't really know. You got to get down.
Yeah, but-
somebody's been talking to us. He'll run at miles
Absolutely.
now. But the goal line, he still gets a lot of goal line
He
carries.
does.
Yeah.
So he's getting hit, but he's
Right.
scoring.
And
Yeah.
he's a big body. Like it does. If you go in right, it's really not too
Yeah.
much. And those are those fantasy points. That's why I want to keep them. You know.
Correct.
So
I think y'all bugging. I'm keeping Mahomes. One, because first of all, you look at it, they all got the same body type. All got the same capability. Strong arm, big bodies, they can run, keep the play alive. Mahomes could run it into until he got hurt that one time. Now they don't want him running it no more, which is the same thing that's gonna happen with the other two.
They're paying a lot of money.
absolutely.
And the other thing is
years.
But Josh
Yeah,
Allen
yeah,
is
yeah.
bigger than all the other two. The
still,
other
but
two.
same basic prototype for all three of them.
Okay.
And y'all forgetting, y'all letting Mahomes' success make y'all think that he's older than what he is. He's the same age as these guys.
No, he's young. I know.
So you figure, in my opinion, you already got the number one quarterback. They're chasing him. What you're comparing them to is him.
Well,
No,
Josh
he-
Allen was the
so-
number
so
one
why keep
quarterback.
bringing
Josh
him?
Allen is the number one quarterback.
But he has a
In fantasy,
No.
he's the number one
But
quarterback.
what he's saying, how I'm interpreting it.
Yeah, like
He's saying, no,
I'm
don't
saying
see this.
that.
He won a Super
No,
Bowl.
I
Yeah,
get
he
that.
can put numbers up.
and we're not
Of
talking
course.
about Brady like he's 45. Oh, he did it. How much longer can he do it? He's really just getting started in his career. Most quarterbacks in his career, like Josh Allen and your
Haven't
man,
sniffed the Super Bowl yet.
haven't even sniffed the Super Bowl yet. He's been there. He's proven himself. He's proven himself with different players.
Correct.
Kelsey may have a shelf life, but we all know quarterbacks have a longer shelf life than any other, skill position player. Usually, I would stick with Mahomes. Why? You already got the best. Why play with it?
So you're
I mean, the
keeping
second
him.
best, y'all might be jumping on a bit, but
But don't hear what I'm not saying. Like I was like Mahomes. I think the other two are in a better situation. That's the only thing I'm saying about Mahomes. He's tough. He's right there with him. You know.
yeah, but we all know at the quarterback position too, a better situation doesn't always mean better fantasy numbers. As a la my man that just won the Super Bowl.
Burrow.
No, not Joe Burrow. Nobody won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah, that's it.
Matt Stafford has always been a solid fantasy quarterback,
Yes.
Yeah.
even though Detroit sucked as a team year
Put
after
up
year.
numbers.
Yeah.
Because he had to put up the numbers. Imagine you put Mahomes in a position where he got to throw the ball 60 times. He's killing them. So that's my opinion. Then of the other two, I'm gonna go with the same.
Without
thing I said
Tariq
before.
Hill, though.
Huh?
Mahomes is not throwing to Tariq Hill.
Right.
He's
So
throwing
now, so right. So
he's
now,
throwing to Kelsey, who's getting older.
And
He's throwing to Juju, and he's throwing to his boy Howard.
Yes.
and you proved my point. So instead of throwing one pass to Tyreek and scoring, he's throwing 10 passes down the field and still getting that same 80 yards.
Okay.
Juju's gonna play a big
It's
role. I
very
think.
possible.
Cause
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Juju
very
ain't got
possible.
that breakaway speed to go deep anymore. He's gonna be the man
He-
working the middle with Kelsey too. Wow.
Because he got that big man size too. So if he got to
Yeah.
wait a little while, he
Juju
can
got
wait a
bigger
little while.
size.
Correct.
MVS and McCall Hardman, they're the stretchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stretch. Yeah. They'll be fine.
And then
MVS has let me down so many times. I don't.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
did.
admit it.
Like, which wide receiver
I
do you
think-
want from there?
No,
Going out?
I think MVS has been on everybody's
Which wide
roster.
receiver do you want from there?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the
Yeah.
alpha?
Yeah.
Like, who's going to be the
I'm
number
scared.
one over there?
I'm
because
scared.
you know he's gonna have a
Yeah.
good week.
You know?
So you
I-
got
you
you
gotta
know
know
which
when
week
the
you
week
got
is.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit get my-
But the other two, Josh Allen, I would trade Josh Allen only, and not because I think he's better and cut Herbert, only because I think he would give you more value back. I actually think that all three of them are really interchangeable. But Mahomes has already proven he's the winner. Like me, Herbert and Josh Allen,
Okay.
I would be happy with either one of them.
Okay.
But I think Josh Allen got the bigger name, so we can get more for him.
All right,
Okay.
I'll wrap it up. I'm the last one. I ain't go yet. Keep trade cut. I'm keeping Herbert. We just talked about the man, Eckler. He's got Keenan Allen. He's
Yeah.
got Mike Williams.
Yeah.
He's young. We're talking dynasty. I think he's going to be an elite quarterback for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Trade. Even though Josh is a beast, I think I'm getting more for Pat Mahomes. So I'm trading Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get more in return. Now, I don't think he's going to be good, but that loss of Hill is going to hurt a little bit. That's a field stretcher. You have to respect that.
Yeah.
See if he's
Tariq
scrambling around and whatnot, and
I don't
Tyreek
think
Hill comes
MVS
back.
got the same speed. I know Juju ain't got the speed like Tariq Hill. Juju, he's a little bit older. I don't think MVS, he's fast, but he's not the Tariq Hill fast.
What it is Tariq starts and stops quicker than anybody. That's it. The
Yeah.
herky jerky. It's not
Yeah.
even you being fast in a straight line.
Yeah.
He gives you this.
Change his direction.
And you
Yeah.
like, oh, my knee hurts
It's
now.
to change his
But then
direction.
he can find the pockets too, because
He
he'll
knows
come
he's
back.
going.
He'll come back
He'll
and
come back
see
and
if
find the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he curls it up.
Yeah.
He makes up for a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm trading Pat, and I'm cutting Josh, and that's the crazy thing. You cut Josh Allen, but in this scenario, I'm cutting Josh.
I love the independent thought here. I want to say I applaud all y'all because we really didn't agree on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
That was cool.
differently.
Like everybody kind of had a different,
Yeah. Yeah.
go of it. I like that.
I like Herbert too, though.
Hmm?
So I like Herbert too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
like
like
all
Herbert.
three of them.
Like,
You know?
it's-
Disclaimer:
Yeah.
we would take any of these.
Any of
players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. Put some music back on to wrap this up. I gotta do some editing, like slice things.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Put your fingers up. Peace. Woo!